Hi, I'm Fran with Stampendous, and I'm eager to show you how you can use your very fun little kitty stamps that come with cutting dies to make some beautiful cards. So in the back of the package you'll see a couple of ideas, and that's what I'll show you how you can create them for yourself. So when you open the package, you'll find that you have a group of clear stamps, and you can take any of those designs. They come off of the carrier, position them onto a clear block, and with a black ink pad you're ready to go. You can clean off any remaining ink with a wet wipe and put them back in place. And as you'll see here, I've stamped each of the different designs separately. And once you have them stamped, your ink will dry quickly, and you can choose any different method that you prefer for coloring, whether it's color pencils or markers, whatever is your favorite. So I just want to show you a couple of easy tips here. If you have a favorite kitty, like mine here, you can study the colors so that when you do your coloring, your kitty will really look like your kitty. I've just selected a whole range of different colors, but this really helped me to create the patterning of my kitty, and you can do yours in the same way. So have some fun with your coloring and fill it all in. And you can even color over the lines, because we're going to die cut each of these pieces and work with them from there. So here you can see where I've completed my little rendition here, and I just think it's an awful lot of fun to make any kind of kitty that you have. So now you've got these pieces and we're ready to cut them out. The wafer die has the cutting edge to the very inside, and this gives you the best visibility to line it up. So take the time to get it positioned as accurately as you can, and if need be, you can use a little bit of repositionable tape to hold it down. Put your clear plate on top and run it through. Okay, you've done your cutting and you can pop them out. Make sure to safely store your dies. And as you can see, sometimes you don't get them lined up perfectly, and that's okay, because these are handmade cards. But if it's critical to you, there's a couple of options. You can take a black marker and go around an edge, or you can take your scissors and maybe trim away a little spot. But now you have all of your little kitties. And here's my little creamsicle cat. So now to make any number of cards, you can use some printed papers, and you can see how with the head and body as separate pieces, you can get a lot of different looks and gestures with your kitties simply by how you position them on the card. And you've got all your little messages, so you can create some beautiful cards, all different kinds here. You could also put several kitties together on a card and have one shorter in the front and one taller in the back, just by how you position all their little heads. And you might do some little pop-up squares to get some three-dimensional effect. Another quick tip is to enjoy stamping on a printed paper, and then you might not even need to do any coloring at all, or you might enhance it just a little bit here and there to fill it in. But you can see how I made all of the little bows, and on the printed paper you can now take a whole group of these and stack them up and make a double bow, or even a full bow that goes all the way around. So have fun with that and adding your messages. And as you can see here, if in addition to kitty cats you're into puppy dogs, you can, with a separate set, get puppies, and you can see how well they work together. They're sized to fit and all work beautifully. Here's another one where I use the kitty cats with the flower set. And again, you have some beautiful combinations that you can make. And these are just printed papers in the background. You may have noticed that on the back of the kitty set, here is a beautiful pop-up card. To make that, you will probably want to get the Make It Pop cutting dies. So in this set, you get some amazing pieces, and I'll show you how to use them. This piece creates your pop-up. So if you want a long card like this or a square card, you simply take this die and you find the midpoint top to bottom of your card, and you're going to need at least 4 inches for the height of the kitties, but you can position it in the middle or you can position it left or right. As long as you get it equal this distance, it will help it stand up by having equal weight top and bottom. So when you run this through, it will cut and score everything that you need to then train the folds, as I've already done on this one. Pinch it here across the middle, push this all the way up, and it creates a riser and a hang tab that when you place your little kitty cats on it, you can put the body on this base and put the head on that little tab, and now you can create a wonderful little pop-up card where the head kind of goes up and down on that little hang tab. So that's a very fun way to create lots of little pop-up characters. And in addition to that, there are other pieces in the pop-up set that give you wonderful border shapes. We used this one to create a fun little pattern here, and it almost looks like a little fence where you might just put all your little kitties peeking over the top. And there are other borders, and there's also concentric frames that are going to allow you to create all these different shapes that work with the messages. And I punched a little hole, added some brads, and now you have a very fun range of options to make flat or popped up cards. And here's all our little bows as well. So have fun with your kitty stamps.